好的，月游，Hello，大家好，欢迎来到原力区直播间，我是本次活动的主持人武荣，欢迎大家继续跟随我们探索 Web 3.0。那 Web 3先行者的系列活动呢，主要是面向不同的公链，邀约行业资深大咖进行行业的分享交流。大家知道，在我们之前的活动中呢，不仅有知名的公链，还有依托于不同链的明星生态项目，希望我们可以共同携手。一起共建共享 Web 3生态繁荣。Hello everyone, I'm Dolores. This is our fourth open day of fourth Web 3 community, a non-profit community, and now we are having a series of Web 3 projects featured on our community. There are not only public chains projects here, but also ecological developers and builders relying on different chains. So we welcome everyone to speak out through our platform and promote the development of Web3 together. 本期的 Web 3先行者活动呢，也是我们213期原力开放日。我们特别的邀请到 Co-Creation NFT， 也就是 CCC 运营负责人 Mohameth Faye， 以及 Ethereum Network 的 Co-founder， 也是 CTO 的 Joel Thorstensson 做客原力区直播间，由Faye 为我们分享主题共创画布 NFT 如何引爆 Play to Earn。那稍后 Joel 也会为我们分享为什么 Web3 中数据所有权很重要。So, in the 213 events of the fourth open day, Mohameth Faye, the operation manager at Crowd-Created Canvas, and Joel Thorstensson, the co-founder and CTO at Ceramic, are invited as the guest speakers here to share co-creation NFT, both the play to earn and the topic about why sorry data on Web3 matters. 好的，那首先为大家介绍一下 Crowd-Created Canvas 众创画布，它是由一个非常优秀的团队 C3 Protocol 创造的第一个杰出的产品，也是区块链上第一个去中心化的共创 NFT 项目。那基于 Dfinity 协议的实现呢，用户可以通过去中心化的网络独立或者联合共创画布。那 C3 Protocol 是一个致力于打造去中心化艺术创作和众创 NFT 的开创平台，也可以说是构建了一个元宇宙的萌芽哈，就是鼓励来自全世界的更多的人共同加入并且进行创造。那本次活动也是受到C3 Protocol 的大力支持，我们随机抽取了6位幸运的参与者。来赠送 NFT 的活动也正在进行中，大家可以看到我们的屏幕上原力区 Twitter 的账号。那参与方式，请看我们的置顶官推。So the C3 Protocol, known as the Crown Creative Collections, an open organization dedicated to build a decentralized artistic creation, adhering to Dfinity, it produced the first decentralized co-creation project of the NFT, which users can create canvas independently or jointly through the decentralized network on the blockchain. Now, C3 Protocol makes an early Metaverse platform to encourage people worldwide to join. So, hey everyone, can I have your attention? I have good news that with the support of the C3 Protocol, there is an airdrop, the NFT in our Twitter. You can see the details in the pinned Twitter and our Twitter account just right here on our screen. So, just welcome to join us. 好的，那话不多说，就有请我们的第一位嘉宾 Faye 开始精彩的分享。So let's move on to the sharing from the Mohameth Faye to share more information about C3 Protocol and the crowd-created canvas for us. Okay, Faye. Hi, Faye.
Hi, Dolores.
Hi. Yeah, are you ready? Say hello to our Chinese audience online.
Yeah, of course, of course. Hi guys, I'm Faye, Operation Manager at CCC Protocol, and it's a great pleasure to share with you guys what we do.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna share my screen.
Okay. Please do your presentation right now. I will stop my screen and you can share your screen right now.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Having some issues with sharing. Sorry, guys, just having some issues to share my screen. Yeah. Dolores?
Hi.
Yeah, can you
hi.
check your settings?
Check my link, right?
Yeah, check the settings actually, because feels like the screen sharing is disabled.
Okay, you can share it right now.
Yeah, okay, it's great. Yes. All right, so let's get started. All right, so here, guys, you can see CC is art. Yeah, it's art based and also metaverse. Yeah, like we put together art and we put together the metaverse. Yes. So this is a quick description about CC. What is CC? CC Crowd Creative Canvas is the first product actually of the C3 protocol, and it aims to establish a system with standardized protocol to connect artistic creation and metaverse. Why metaverse? Because it's something that we live into right now. The whole world is about metaverse, and we don't want to be left behind. So we try to be in advance by putting both of them together, like putting art and metaverse together. Yeah. So here you have a little artwork about what is CC actually. We have the artwork, we have the lens, like lens can be seen as like our canvas, our native canvas. We integrate also a gaming character, which is with the sorry, with the zombies. Yeah, and a voting system also. So we're just gonna come with this in details further in the slide. Who are we? CC is a acronym for Crowd Creative Canvas. C3 is an open-end autonomous organization which is dedicated into building a decentralized artistic creation organization, which we call DACO, right? So by decentralizing the art of co-creating and combining and recreating the NFT element identities. So C3 protocol aimed to establish himself as a dream factory and RX metaverse. Yeah. Here we're just gonna explain about the core team. Yeah, we have around 6 members, including myself, and more. We have like more than 5 years experience in the blockchain industry and in writing smart contract, and some are like skilled into product managing, in the design and UI design, all of that. So we can say that we have a full set of team, which is full of professionals who are really passionate and are dedicated into doing what they're doing. So here we have an overview of our product, our native product. Like the first one is the Crowd Creative Canvas. I think like everyone right now who belong to the Dfinity ecosystem, all of them right now, they know about CC, they know about C protocol and their canvas. And these are the main features we have with the canvas. Like the canvas allow you to upload images, to use the zoom in and the zoom out. Yeah, here, I'm sorry. We also have a memo, like here, you can just write everything you want. Like if you want to display a message, you can do it. If you want to display the link, also you have the means to do it. Another feature is the co-painting. Why co-painting? Because a whole Canva can be painted by like more than 1,000 or more than 2,000 people who join together. Like no matter where they are located in the world, they can just join together and then build something and express their feeling. Let's say this Canva right here was built by around 2,000 people who meet together and they did it, like layer after layer after layer after layer. Yeah. We also have the personal painting, which is another feature that we just released today. Yeah, it just launched a few hours ago and people are already using it. It's not open actually to the whole public, but just to whitelist addresses of like 100 whitelists. So those people are the only one allowed to, build something and show us like their artistic level. We also had the mystery box, which came with the NFT mint. Yeah. We also have the wallet, different type of wallet. Also, we're gonna explain it later also. We have this standard, which we integrated also. We have the 721 and the 1155 standard, which is really important into what we do right now. And we have the wrap ICP. Yeah, we use the wrap ICP among all the CC platform. Let's go a little bit deep into the team Canva, which is another feature, also another great feature, which was recently introduced into our platform. Why team Canva? Because it's a way for us to work or to feature other NFT project. Here, the name is like, we can read I See Purpose, which is another great NFT project on Dfinity. So what we did was like, we initiated Canva just to celebrate, to help their community celebrate Christmas. Yeah, that's why we called it Come Celebrate Christmas with Other Puppies. It did really well. Like here, we can see that the Canva was worth around 2061 ICP. Yeah, it went up to 300. It was really successful project. Yeah. And here we also initiated a donation Canva, which make me say like the power of the Canva is limitless. It goes without boundaries, right? Because it can be used in many ways, many important ways, and many meaningful ways. This was right after there was a typhoon in the Philippines, and the typhoon really destroyed a lot of families' houses, and everyone was kind of sad. So within the Dfinity community, we decided maybe we should just do something just to help them, because they're people in need. So that's the main reason we said, okay, let's just help them, because we cannot just take money and give them or tell everyone, okay, guys, let's put money together and help someone else. No. So we use the canvas. We're like, okay, we have the canvas. So why not take a Canva, initiate just a new one and call it Donation Canva. We put the name and we put the description. And yeah, so everyone did their job, the whole community, and we could raise like up to 20 ICP, and we sent it to them, and they got some food, they got some, some goods, and yeah. Like if you go in on CC Twitter, you guys can find those information over there. All right, so we have another feature also, which is the personal Canva, which I recently mentioned that it launched a few hours ago. So the personal Canva actually allows users, like whitelisted users, to upload a picture. Just like here, we can see a beautiful picture just right there. Can also feature the zoom in and the zoom out. Actually, the zoom in and the zoom out just help you, help you like if you want to make the pixel really in a big size in order to know where to draw. Actually, we're going to demonstrate it at the right before the end of this demo. And we also have we do NFT trading. Yeah, because you can actually trade this canvas. Yeah, it's a creation on chain, like nothing is imported. Yeah, everything happen on chain. Like you can create your own stuff and then you can also put your own price and then sell it. Co-painting via invitation. Yeah, this thing also is really important to mention. Let's say I just graduate from, I don't know, high school or like university, and I just want to celebrate that graduation with my friends. I could just come on CC and then just open my own personal Canva, right? And then send all of my friends some invitation, which they would just accept and then join me in the painting, and we could just build something memorable. Yeah. We also introduced the letterboard, yeah, which shows like here you can see everyone who painted. You can see their name, you can see the amount of double ICP they spend, and yeah, which is really great also. And we have the 1155 standard, which allows us to go through all of this just to build this to make it look perfect. And it integrates also the double ICP, which is the main currency used, right, on CC. And right now it only features artists, NFT artists, and like some influencers, like Twitter influencers. So yeah, we decided to limit it to them right now. Like it's like sort of a public, that's for now. But right after that, it's going to be open to the whole public. Yeah. Okay, so here we have our crazy zombie NFT. Yes, because they're sick. They're crazy. Yeah. So these are our NFTs. Like at some point we decided, yeah, because first we only had the canvas, but then later on we decided, okay, why not just issue some NFT? Okay, so that's when we started working with the crazy zombies, and they have a beautiful and crazy story behind them. And if you want to find out about that, the links are in our Medium account. Yeah. So we call ourselves the first IC project to mint zombies, which is true also. Yeah. In the whole Dfinity ecosystem, you talk about zombies, people would tell you, oh, it's CC protocol. Yeah, which is also nice to be attached with that. And another feature of the zombies is like they have low supply, like the full supply is just 5,000, which is really low. Our choice also to make it a low supply. Yeah. It was a great day because we sold our public sale. We sold out within like around 14 hours. We sold out. Yeah, less than 24 hours. It was really great. We had listed around 1,000 zombies. Yeah, beautiful. This one actually did the record, a crazy record, because it sold out like a month ago. I think it sold out for $25,000. This one, yeah, it went for $25,000. And we also had a huge trading volume. which was also really nice. And the zombies also integrate the staking for passive income. Why staking actually? Because we are people who believe like if you are willing to, to release a product, you have to and make people buy the product, at least make the product worth it, like worth holding, right? If we issue an NFT product, we're supposed to attach that NFT with something that would incentivize those people to hold. That's why we were like, okay, we have to find a way to put together zombies and the canvas. That's when we came up with the idea of making staking available. Like you have your own zombie and then you stake it. It's an NFT, you stake it. It was a great idea, actually. Yeah, because a lot of people already from the community were really excited about staking their zombies. Like right now, we have a circulating of the whole total amount of zombies circulating on the market was around less than 2,500 zombies, right? So when staking was enabled, a lot of them, like our marketplace was kind of full with zombies, but with the staking, we have like around maybe 400, only 400 zombies left because a lot of zombies almost were taken out of the market and staked. Yeah, which is also great because the stakers are earning some passive income, right? It also another way to make the zombies flow price go up. Yeah, CC marketplace. Yeah. Actually, yeah, we build our own marketplace because most of the new NFT or new projects who have a listing, they just go to like applications like Entroport. Most of them, they just go there and list. But as we were doing something different, we came up with something different. We had our canvas and we wanted to issue also some crazy zombies. So we couldn't go for any other marketplace rather than just everything we could do was just build our own. And that's what we did actually. And we built our own marketplace. Yeah. Like here you guys can see we have the crowd NFTs, crowd canvas listed. The personal also is here. We have the zombies here. We have the team canvas here also. Yeah, like it has all these features, like we can list a product, any other product. We can also list external product. We can do that. Yeah. Our API also is open source. Like you go on LinkedIn, you find it there because we just want to, we are on the process of like, making people accept to have one standard for all the NFTs. Like you go anywhere you go, you'll be able to have your NFT here and then you see it somewhere else. Like you go on another blockchain, you find it there. I think it's something that would be really, really great. Really great. Yeah. And yeah, we're flexible to accommodate custom canister as well. Yeah. Because actually many marketplaces are unable to accommodate custom canister. Like right now, there is a great project that is about to launch on CC. Yeah, they're going to list their NFT on our marketplace. We are really excited about because we know what they're building. We know the project that they're working on, which is really, really, really great. Yeah. So we exchange it with them, we exchange some code here and there. And yeah, right now we have the interface ready for them. And by tomorrow, they're going to be launching. Yes, we just announced it like an hour ago. We announced it on Twitter. It's there. Our marketplace also support multi-wallet. Like you guys can see here, we support the Dfinity identity, NNS. We support Plug Wallet. We also support Stoic Wallet. These are the main wallet actually used on Dfinity. So first, like when we just launched the platform, we only had the NNS, but right now with some hard work done behind the scene, we made sure to integrate almost all the wallet available. Here, I'm gonna explain double ICP. What's double ICP? Double ICP is just wrap ICP. Why double ICP? Because it was actually the only way for us to go forward with what we wanted to do, like, make people, draw on chain, like with fast transaction. So we had to wrap that ICP, and we using double ICP. Yeah, it helped us actually really go fast and everything. It helped us fast and everything. So that's why CC just made a collaboration with the double ICP project. Here we have the ICP 1155 canvas. Yeah, why we decided that? Because our first M0 canvas was built on 721 standard. The rule over there were kind of not really not perfect. Yeah, they were not perfect actually, because at the end of the canvas, like our smart contract just select one pixel, and our pixel is the pixel owner of the whole canvas. Like the whole canvas belongs to that pixel. Yeah, and a lot of users also used to have some pixel left at the end of the canvas, like pixel that are not covered, because it's like our canvas how work in sort of play to earn. Like, let's say I cover one pixel and I paid maybe one ICP. Let's say another person B just come and cover my pixel, right? And he pay like, let's say, he pay like 1.2 maybe ICP. It's just an example. It's not so expensive to cover actually a pixel. Yeah, just for the sake of this as an example. Yeah. So what would happen in that case? I just would make like 30% profit from that person that cover my pixel, because by covering my pixel, I'm losing the pixel to that person. So that person has to pay me something back. So that's why we call it, it's like a play to earn. Yeah. And at the beginning of each canvas, like pixels are really, really, really cheap. It's like you play at the same time you make money. Yeah, you make money, you earn some profit, because you cover some pixels, you cover some people, they make some profit. Another person cover you, you make some profit as well. Yeah. So that rule I first explained was not perfect. So that's why we had to rethink the whole system. And we were like, okay, why not try to find another way? But so that's why we had to work on another standard, and we came up with ICP 1155, which is our own standard. Like it's a bridge standard from Ethereum, but yeah, our dev had to work it out and add some stuff and make it like, work on Dfinity on the canister. And so right now it's working perfectly. And you guys can see here we have a whole canvas, which is divided into many mini canvas. Yeah. So with 1155, what happened is like at the end of the canvas, like let's say I have like maybe 100 pixels, because yeah, each user can see how many pixels he has left. So let's say I have like 100 pixels left. So for each of those pixels, I'm going to be issued 10 NFT token. Yes. So that's where we leave a bit the NFT, and then we go to the NFT. Going to be issued some NFT token, and those NFT token will be tradable. So no one lose actually. Yeah. because you're not covered at the end of the cover. You just got airdrop some FNFT token. If you have 10, you receive 10 token. You receive, if you have like one pixel, you receive 10 FNFT, right? You have 2 pixels, you receive 20 FNFT token, and those are worth double ICP also, so you can trade it and earn some profit also. Yeah. And also each FNFT pixels has the right to govern the canvas because they're part of the canvas. Yeah. And it can be tracked. You can track, you can know, okay, so this part belong to this person or belong to that person. It's something easy actually with just a new update we did like 3 days ago. We create a new personal center. So users can just upload their picture, upload their name and their Twitter handle. And yeah, it's pretty nice. These are the results we achieved so far. Yeah, like since we started, it's been like more than 100 days. Interaction with more than 6,000 people. The number of modified pixels around 1.4 millions, which is also nice. These are our wallet, the wallet that our CC is compatible with. And our Twitter account, it reached 4,400 plus. The Telegram, we were using it. We started actually with the Telegram, yeah. But at some point, yeah, we needed some expansion. So we just knew that for an NFT project, it's better to just move on Discord. So that's why we decided to move on Discord, and we have around 6,000 members there. Yeah. Still, we do use the Telegram from time to time. We do share our posts, but the main place to find our community, our beautiful community, is here on Discord. Yeah. So these are our references. We have our Twitter account here, twitter.com/CC protocol. Yeah, if you guys want to find us, this is the address. We have our Medium where we share all the release, all the new technology that we're working on, and all the new future, and our partnership also, we share everything. Yeah, here, our Discord link, our GitHub link to find everything related to CC, every piece of code that is like open source. You guys can find it on our GitHub. And this is our main website. Yeah, it's linked here. And we have our email also. If you guys want to reach out to CC Protocol and you want to use our email, is here. It's pretty open. Yeah. So that was everything I had for you guys. Just will say thanks. Thanks to all of you. Yeah. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna give you guys a little demo about CC website, like show you some zombies, and we can also try to draw some pixels. Okay. All right, guys, so there we go. Let's say, I'm sorry, open again. Just a little second. Yeah, I have so many links open actually. Yeah, yeah, just a minute, guys. All right. Okay, so I hope you guys can see my screen now. Yeah. Okay, so this is a main um, website of CC. Like right when you open the website, you see these options. Like you have the canvas gallery here, which is the main page. We have the marketplace. We also can go to creations and the roles. Yeah. So before we start, I'm just going to talk about the rules because I believe before you try to do anything, you're supposed to know first how everything works. And like the rules are really important. So let's open the rules. Yeah. So here it tells you like earn by contributing. Yeah. And we have like the percentage here. We have the bonus pool for drawing and 6% that goes to zombie stakers. Um, yeah, 10%, the last person to draw on the canvas. We have a buyback also with the NFTs. Yes, we have the allocation as well. We have also staking, how staking works. Yeah, everything is explained actually. Yes. And how to claim rewards. Yes. So this is the main gallery of CC website. Like here, this was our first canvas. Yeah, it's the first canvas that CC was ever built on CC. It's this one. Yeah, and it's built on the 721 standard, right? So it's here we can have the number of player, like people that invested ICP in. Yeah, and the total invested here can be seen as well. Okay, so let's move to another one. Okay, like here we have the M1. This was the second canvas, the second crowd canvas. Yeah, it was pretty nice as well. And this one actually is the third one, M2. This one started right before the new year, like let's say a week before the new year. That's why we started this canvas. Yeah, it was just sort of yeah, just to celebrate the new year with the IC community. So that's how we called it. Even the name is here. New Year 2022 celebration from the IC community. Make a wish, 1 pixel equal to 1 moment of joy. Great, which is so nice also. It is something meaningful, something memorable. Like I'll mostly like the Happy New Year here. It's really nice. It's really nice. So with this one, 1,054 people, participated, and we can see the bonus to vest. The bonus pool is actually the double ICP that is distributed to people who stakes. Like here, you can see all stake. Like it's all the zombies stake in this on the canvas. It's like 1,419. Yes. And the total invested is up to 188 double ICP. Not ICP, but double ICP as explained before. Here we have the memo, like everyone who draw pixel and is actually automatically updated here. So you see like this person updated this amount of pixel and he spent like this amount of double ICP. And here we have the personal info with the total we invested, the total income. You see everything live, everything happened on time. Yes. You see the total withdrawal, the remaining, and here you can see the amount of pixel owned by the user or the player. Yeah. And here we have the drawing tools, like you can see these are the tools to use. Yeah, you can have it like small, medium, or big. We can try all of them. And here we have the color picker. Like you can pick actually any color you want. Any of them. We have other colors here. You can also use the decimal here. Like colors are just decimals. You just input the number and you have the right color you want, and you can put anything you want. Let's say we want to draw. Yeah. Okay. Hope you guys are seeing it. I'm gonna pick a bigger one. No. Let's go with the medium. Okay. Let's try now the color. Yeah. And this one makes it bigger actually. Yep, we covering the Dfinity logo with this pink color. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we do, what you can do. You can do more actually. Yeah, as long as you have good imagination, like you have good skills, you can build something really nice. And let's talk about this. Here we have the total price, actually, because the canvas is kind of high right now. So many layers actually, because you can see the total invested actually is pretty much a lot of money. So for me to update these pixels, I would have to pay like around 1.992 double ICP. Yeah. And I would update 776 pixels. Yeah. And yeah, just click submit and you leave a memo, anything, Dfinity, and you click confirm. And it's updated here, actually. Yeah, which is great also. And we have this feature, which I like a lot, which is a heat map, actually. It shows you the most heated part of the whole canvas, like the most used part. Like here, Dfinity has been covered so many times that you can see it here is in red. So that's one of the reasons it's actually expensive to cover it here. It's like you go in a neighborhood, you find some part of the neighborhood that are occupied with beautiful houses, right? So those beautiful houses cost more are more expensive than like you when you go in the, I don't know, you go in the downtown, or like, you know, somewhere that, yeah, in like yeah, you guys get what I'm talking about. Like here we can see that it's green, so it means that it's not that expensive actually. Like I could draw 776 here pixels, I could cover them, but I would pay less than what I would pay covering this red spot. Yes. And the zoom in and the zoom out is actually this feature. Yeah, you can zoom. So you get the pixel, the right pixel, and you can do what you want to do. All right, so that was all for the canvas. So let's take a look at the marketplace quickly. Great creation. Like, as I said before, this just started today. It's the personal NFTs. And so far, these people just, this create something like this one, created by one project on Twitter. This is another creation also. And actually, everyone can buy this. You just need a wallet. You connect yourself, and you can have a look. And if you like it, you can buy it as well. So here, let's take a look at the zombies. We have our crazy zombies here, and so far this is our most rare zombie. It's the rarest zombie actually, because the rarity is 1,500. It's Bruce Lee. We call it Bruce Lee. Crazy zombie #1. Yeah. So with the zombies, you can use any filter. You can filter by the current listing. You can see what's the current listing. You can see also the sold listing here. You can see the price, low, high to low, low to high. You can see the one that are recently sold, like not so long ago, maybe a few days or like even the same day. The rarity score here, the rarest, it shows you, and the price also. And here you can see the C. The C is meant for GameFi actually. Yeah. All right. So guys, that was pretty much everything I wanted to show about like CC. Yeah. It was pretty much everything.
Okay. Thanks, Faye.
All right. Thank you guys for having me here. Yep.
Okay. Great. That's great. Thanks, Faye, for amazing presentation today. This is really awesome. Before we move on the Q&A, I'd like to explain something for our Chinese audience. Give me a second, right?
Okay.
非常感谢 Faye 的精彩分享。那在刚才的分享中，他有讲到，CCC 将来呢会打造成为一个艺术品和元宇宙的梦工厂。目前还处于一个早期的阶段，那下一步他们会继续打磨产品，升级画布形式，为用户提供更好的用户体验和这个视觉体验。那例如开发更多的3D 形式的 NFT 和共同创作的一些装备、游戏角色等等。那目前CCC 的形式呢，包括一种是重创画布绘画，也就是FNFT 哈，就是用户通过重创画布的方式参与到全球线上绘画这样的创作中，当像素被覆盖，然后就可以获得一部分收益。那最后一层拥有像素的用户在结束的时候也会有对应的像素，可以在2级市场上进行一个交易。那第二种方式是独立画布绘画，可以通过邀请感兴趣的艺术家或者用户前来报名参加这个共同的创作。 然后还有第3种就是主题画布的绘画了。主题画布呢，属于是与项目方合作制和白名单结合制这样子的一个机制。那项目方与 CCC 联系后呢，会邀请创作者根据一个项目方的需求进行一个对应的主题创作。还有就是 staking， 就是我们拥有 Zombie 僵尸系列的这个用户，可以到1155画布中参与一个奖金池的分红。那画布结束以后，对应的收益也会自动进行一个清算。在1155的这个画布呢，是支持碎片化的重创画布的，也就是说，像素没有被覆盖的用户也会按照一定的比例进行一个分配。当然。就是他们也可以去2级市场进行交易。那这样的话，就是所有的参与者都不至于就是只是参与一下而已哈。那这些拥有者呢，可以通过DAO进行管理画布，并且 CCC 也推出了像 WICP 这样的一个机制。那 WICP 是一种 ICP 的替代币，它的价值可以和 ICP 互相兑换，可以追踪，可以更快的速度，还有更低廉的费用等这些优势哈，然后更好的支持 DeFi 和 NFT 的一些交易。那未来我们也欢迎更多的艺术家和 NFT 的这个爱好者和参与者参与到 CCC 的创作中。当然我们今天也同样准备了2个问题，邀请嘉宾为我们进行一个作答。Okay, let's stay tuned and catch up with the development of this protocol and the crowd-created canvas. So, Faye, we do have 2 more questions for you today. Welcome to join us for the Q&A. So the first question is, can you tell us more about why choose to build an NFT platform like CCC on internet computer?
Yeah, so actually, yeah, it's actually, we can, I'll just mention the fact that, yeah, we wanted something more secure because it's an NFT project, actually. It's co-creation, actually, online, everything happening on chain. So we need also like a secure blockchain. Yeah. A fast blockchain as well, and a reliable blockchain with like really low transaction fees. So that was one of the reasons we also decided to build it on Dfinity, right? And also our features, like the uniqueness of our features that we have, like every other product we have, we consider them unique. So those we could only build them on Dfinity also. So, and we think like we're different from many other projects. And also, yeah, it could only allow us to go with Dfinity because we had the option, but at the end, we just, after more research, we are like, okay, we just need Dfinity to support our project. So that's one of the main reasons.
Okay, that's really great. 那就是刚 Faye 有提到哈，就是 CCC 呢，它除了可以解决画布的存储问题呢，还可以为市场解决一个 NFT 的供应的问题。也就是说 ，CCC 它可以开放给全球的所有想创作 NFT 的不同背景的用户哈，就是让他们可以在链上协同、独立或者协同的进行这样的创作，并且完成 NFT 的交易。那 CCC 建立在Internet Computer 上的原因呢 ，Faye 这边提到，就是因为它具有独特的一些机制，比如说它可以支持大量的存储数据，并且它速度很快，然后它的费用很低廉。那通过这些特性呢 ，CCC 以实现去中心化的实时链上的协同创作，然后完成整个这个并且可以完成的就是记录整个的这个创作过程哈，然后并承载更多的存储和交易。So the second question is, can you tell us more about the plan of the CCC in 2022?
Yeah, well, yeah, great question actually, because we do have our roadmap actually. Yeah, like on CC website, we have the roadmap. It's there. It's also displayed on our Discord page. Like, yeah, if you guys there, you guys can read the like the roadmap. So we actually planning maybe in the future to work with let's say IPFS. Yeah, why not? Or like Filecoin, like for the storage of our data, right? And we also do have partnership. I mentioned it before. We work with puppies, IC puppies, to build their themed canvas, like this Christmas celebration canvas. We also have many other partnership on the line. We have the IC kitties on the line. We have the Toro that are going to list on our marketplace by tomorrow. Yeah. And we also working with some NFT artists right now with the personal canvas. Yeah, many NFT artists, and there are a lot more to come as well. Because we're not here just to work by ourselves. We just want to work with everyone. We open for partnership. So, and we think it's a great way also to just develop the whole ecosystem, the Dfinity ecosystem.
Okay, that's really awesome. We do hope your project will have more cooperation in different fields in the future.
Thank you so much.
Faye 刚回答我们呢，就是在2022年，他们会与不同的领域和项目进行一个更多的合作，例如 Filecoin 及各个生态中的一些项目。那他们不久前也是和 ICP 上的IC Turtle 和 IC Puppy 的项目都展开了一个合作哈。那让我们共同期待在2022年呢 ，CCC Polkadot 在NFT 领域的进一步发展。那最后也提醒一下大家，我们和CCC 共同的一个活动，在我们的 Twitter 上举行赠送 NFT 的活动哈。那随着活动的接近尾声，就是提醒大家不要错过我们的Twitter 账号，也可以在我们的屏幕上看到。那好的，再次感谢 Faye 今天的到来和精彩分享。Thank you again, Faye, for today's amazing sharing about what you have done.
Thank you. The pleasure is mine. Thank you for having me today and give me the opportunity to talk about our project, to explain what we do and what we work on. Yeah, thank you so much, and thanks for everyone.
Okay. Take care. Great. See you next time.
See you. Bye.
好的。Faye, you can quit your screen right now. OK， 好的，那接下来有请我们的第2位嘉宾 Joel 为我们分享 Ceramic 关于在 Web3 中进行数字确钱的内容。那 Ceramic 网络是一个去中心化的开源平台，用于创建、托管和共享数据流。借助 Ceramic 的这个无需许可的数据流的网络哈，世界上任何人都可以通过他们的平台将信息流和不断变化的文件直接存储到去中心化的网络中，并和其他人进行一个共享。那 Ceramic 也是致力于开拓 IPFS 和 DID 身份验证这样的领域，使开发人员呢能够动用动态可验证去中心化的数据流，构建完全无服务器的应用程序。那在分布式的数据流方面呢，也是取得了巨大的成就的。像 Ceramic 网络成为 Web3 中不可或缺的一部分了呢。那接下来Joel通过视频与我们共同探讨分布式数据如何为 Web3 的发展赋能。So let's welcome Joel to share us the wonderful topic about why sovereign data on Web3 matters in the video.
Hi, everyone. Excited to be here. So today I'm going to be speaking about Ceramic and why sovereign data on Web3 matters. So just quickly about myself. I'm a co-founder and CTO at 3Box Labs, architect of Ceramic Network. 3Box Labs is the company behind that kind of initiated the development of Ceramic. And you can find some links here for me. All right, so let's talk about the problem. Let's zoom out and like where we at in terms of like human data today. Well, most of the data that we generate as we interact on the internet is being locked in on these huge platforms like Google and Facebook, social networks and whatnot. And these corporations, these companies are taking that data, owning it completely, and extracting as much value as possible. And that has numerous negative consequences. And I won't go into much of those, but right now. But so if we think about like what should this look like, then should be something more like this, kind of like a solar punk vision of data being very modular and like fully sovereign control, where I own my piece of data and I can kind of move it anywhere. And if I don't like this area, this application is not doing me well, then I might move over to someplace else and start using another application instead with the same data. And that kind of like this allows this extraction of value. So are we not there yet though with the blockchains and decentralized applications we have today? Well, so if you look at some application today, they have smart contract, which just like financial stuff. And then they might have a front end. If they're like a fully kind of decentralized application, they have a front end that's hosted on IPFS or something similar. And that might be like a fully decentralized application. But if you want to do something kind of more with dynamic data, more rich user experience, you generally need to store data about the user. And the way you do that right now, most applications, you store that on the backend. And you might even like authenticate with your wallet. So like sign in with Ethereum or something like that. But the data is still stored on a centralized database of the application. You still get the siloing of the user data. So while it's great, we unlocked kind of the financial aspect and how that live on the decentralized network, the user data is still kind of like locked in. So we need to do better, because otherwise we'll kind of like end up in a similar situation. So Ceramic is a data backend for Web3. And so we achieve this by creating a kind of global peer-to-peer network of mutable data objects. These data objects can have specific data models or schemas that are enforced on them. And all of these objects are controlled by decentralized identifiers. So I'll kind of dive into what all of this means. But what does it actually take to achieve like a full kind of data backend for Web3? Well, we don't want to end up in a situation where actually the data that we generate end up being siloed around Ethereum, around Solana, around all these different blockchains, because that kind of would look very similar to the situation where we have today, where the data being siloed in different corporations, although maybe arguably a little bit better. But ideally, we want the data to be like useful across all these ecosystems. So in Ceramic, we created a unified identity, which allows you to kind of link all of your accounts across multiple blockchains into like one identifier that you can kind of bring your data along with you across the applications that you use across these different networks. Scalability is another important factor. And so each object in Ceramic is globally accessible, but each object can be independently verifiable. So you don't, it's not like a blockchain where you need to like verify all the state of everything. You can use validate the state of the objects which you care about, and that's it. And this network also is needs to be anti-fragile. And what that means is if I'm building an application, someone else comes along and they also want to use the data that I've created, start using it, they don't want to be reliant on me to like provide that data. So the data needs to be kept available. And since Ceramic has these permanent identifiers of these data objects that are not tied to any specific location, someone else can actually spin up a Ceramic node and pin that data, maintain that. As it changes, they will keep getting the updates. And if my node goes offline, they will still have access to that data. So there's no like reliant on a third party to keep data or API around. And another cool thing we get with this is that we get shared network effects. So if I onboard 10,000 users to my application, and I have some kind of data model, and some other application comes along, and a developer builds an application that uses my data model because they thought that it made sense and it kind of fits their needs, and they onboard 100,000 users, then I will actually benefit from that because I will now have another 100,000 users that are kind of already onboarded into my application. And as the network grows, like we'll get more and more of these shared network effects without kind of users being locked into any particular application. All right, so let's dive into quickly like how does these data objects in Ceramic actually work, and how are they like verifiable? So you can think of an object in Ceramic as a kind of self-certifying event log, where as the object changes, it generates events, and these events kind of describes the changes. Each of these events are either signed, or it contains a proof that the hash of the previous event was anchored into a blockchain. So you kind of get this permanent event log of, and that's kind of like tamper resistant of events. And you can have like timestamps from the blockchain, and the signatures are of course from the user's DID, which signed the updates. And so each stream gets an immutable stream ID. And so this is kind of the unique identifier of an object, which is generated from the Genesis commit. And each event that happens in this log links back to the previous event by using the hash of it. So all of these objects are actually stored in IPLD, which some of you might be familiar with if you know kind of Filecoin and IPFS. And so nodes replicate these streams. So if I'm interested in a particular stream that my node doesn't have yet, I can take the stream ID and query the network for that stream ID. That would load the entire stream into my node. Then my node would verify all of the events and make sure that the correct state transitions have taken place. And all of that kind of network communication happens over libp pub/sub. And so my node that I'm running, I can choose however many or few streams that I want to actually maintain and pin on my node. So just running a node doesn't imply that you like maintain data in the network. So the identity system in Ceramic is using DADs. So DADs is a W3C standard for decentralized identifiers. And it kind of allows you to have this abstraction of an identifier that maps to a document which contains a list of public keys. And it allows you to change those public keys over time. And so there are different DAD methods, and they kind of have like different implementations, approaches to like how that the document is generated and how keys are rotated. So one important DAD method that we've been working on together with other people in the community is called PKH DAD. It stands for public key hash, and it's essentially a way to represent an account on any blockchain. So it could be an Ethereum account, a Bitcoin account, a Dogecoin account, Polkadot, Solana, what have you. And all of these can be used in the Ceramic system. But that kind of like creates this fragmentation, right? Because now we have different DADs for different accounts. Well, that's why we created the 380. And the 380 is basically a DAD method that allows us to aggregate a bunch of these DADs together into one unified identifier. Ceramic also supports like other DAD methods. For example, one is NFTDID. And NFTDID essentially allows you to have an NFT and have that represent an identifier. So that might be useful if you want to have an NFT that gets access to write data, or an NFT that is used as an identity. Yeah, there are other methods that could be supported and that are supported. I'm not going to dive too much into the details of all of that. All right, so once we have kind of these foundational identity and we have the immutable data objects, what do we do with them? Well, we need some way to kind of come to agreement on like what the data looks like. So data models is essentially packages that describe data. And so you can think of it kind of like as templates or shapes for data. And data models are not tied into specific applications. They kind of live globally on the network. So here in this example, we can see application 1 and application 2 have some data models that are unique, and they share some data models. And so users are in control. Applications kind of like have data models that describe the data that the users are in control of. And so we actually have there's actually like a repository of these data models in the link below. And there you can actually add your own data model and share that with the community. So in order to use this data models, we've created a system called self-ID. Let's see if the slides load. And you can think of self-ID as kind of this abstraction on top of Ceramic, which enables you to have this global user table of the internet, where every row is like a user or like a DID identifier, and every column is a data model. And so you can think of this data model list of columns kind of expanding into infinity as like there are more and more different data models available. And we can see here that each column has this unique identifier on top. It's basically because we don't want any clashes where someone might claim name to be a string and someone might claim name to be like an object which contain like the forename, surname, and what have you. So we need some kind of way to come to agreement on like what is what, and that's why the data models are actually a stream ID in Ceramic, and thereby making each data model kind of unique. So if we look at this table, we can see that one row represents one user, and so each cell here in this is basically a Ceramic object that's controlled by the user. So we can see that first is a name, then there's some other metadata, and in the last column there's some encrypted data. And each of these are Ceramic objects, and the row itself is also a Ceramic object that points to these other objects. So all of this is controlled by the user. So like an application can't come in and say like, hey, change this to something else, which is really powerful because then the user like have full sovereign control. And the nice thing about the data model is that we can load the data model descriptor object or the definition of it. And it basically contains a name, a description, maybe some other metadata. And more importantly, it contains also a data schema. And so the data schema actually describes the data that can be found within the cell here. And this is really powerful because I'm browsing the list of data models. I can look at, oh, this data model has this schema. And so when I load data from this data model into the application, I can know that the data that we'll find in the user's cell will actually always conform to that data schema. So I don't have to worry about APIs changing underneath me, and like I know the structure of the data I will get. This really enables interoperability across different applications that use the same data model. And so with this kind of like a decentralized user table of the internet, we can start to create a human data commons, basically a substrate for all of our data that we generate as we interact with all these kind of different Web3 applications. And we can really start taking control over not only our data, but also the attention and like all of the different algorithms that run on top of our data. So if you think about data that today is like logged into Google, Facebook, and what have you, like these different social networks or other types of applications, these companies really try to extract as much value as possible. The algorithms are actually aligned with value extraction and maximization of that company, which leads to negative social outcomes. But if we have data that's owned by us, we can just leave applications that try to extract too much value and use applications that give us as much value as possible. And we can actually create these new AI algorithms that are aligned with ourselves, that are aligned with our communities, that are aligned with humanity as a whole, and really kind of going like actually use this type of technology for good. So a little bit about like upcoming changes to Ceramic. We're working on a new doc site, so new documentations for how to use Ceramic, make it easier to understand the protocol, to get started, and to just learn in general about Ceramic and the ecosystem. One really exciting thing that happened recently was that Go IPFS merged support for DAG Jose. So Jose is an IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force standard for signed and encrypted JSON objects. And IPFS didn't really have support for like signed encrypted objects natively before, but now we actually combine that with the standard. And this was merged in the most recent IPFS release. So this is something that has been available kind of in JavaScript IPFS, but now it's available in the kind of most widely distributed version of IPFS, which is written in Go. And so we're pretty excited to migrate Ceramic over to Go IPFS. Another exciting development that we are looking to release a prototype of in the new year is object capabilities. And so this essentially enables applications to have session keys. And so authentication will be faster. And the session keys will kind of like allow more secure authentication of applications. And this is using sign-in with Ethereum, which is traditionally used to sign into backends, but now it can actually sign into these peer-to-peer data structures. And Ccca, which is essentially taking sign-in with Ethereum object and representing that as a object capability. So an application can generate a session key, request a signature from the user's wallet, and then the signature from the wallet in combination with the session key can be used to update data in Ceramic. We're also working on a new sub-protocol in Ceramic, kind of like in the core protocol called TipSync. And this essentially enables us to make Ceramic more resilient and scalable in the way we communicate and query updates for stream. So how nodes in the Ceramic network keep track of each other's latest state of streams. Finally, we're making some improvements to the Glaze CLI. So expect like a more fully featured CLI tool to interact with the Ceramic network for creating these tile objects or creating data models and querying that data from data models and inspecting like users' rows in this table as well. All right, that's it for me. You can check out our developer documentation. As I said, this is going to be updated soon, but we still have a bunch of content there right now. Go to Self-ID, which is like this application that just gives you an idea of what's the most basic thing, like a profile you could do with Ceramic. And you can join our Discord, chat@ceramic.network. And with that, thank you very much.
Thanks for Joel to amazing presentation in video. Joel introduced us in details about the Ceramic network, which is a decentralized open source platform for creating, hosting, and sharing data stream. With Ceramic data streams network, we can store streams of information and ever-changing files directly on the decentralized web and share updates with anyone in the world. So Ceramic is the critical key of the Web3 puzzle. 好的，那非常感谢两位嘉宾的精彩分享。原力区 Web3 先行者系列活动呢，后续将会继续为大家带来更加有趣的话题，及生态资深大咖的分享。那欢迎关注我们原力区的公众号，加入我们的 Telegram、Discord， 在社群内与我们互动交流。那精彩活动第一时间知道，谢谢大家，我们下周二再见。Thanks everyone. We do hope you can have a great day with us. See you next time.